Hello, everybody. Hey, hey, hey. Carlotta Berry showing up. Hello, hello, hello. Guys, before I can go in and cook my dinner, I have to make a video. I have to show up to say hello to you all. My message to you today, as I'm being my authentic self, is to give yourself grace and know that God is giving you grace. Be obedient, be intentional. Do not give up when it gets hard. Do not give up when it gets hard. Whoo, today is Friday. It's been a long day. I actually made a video earlier. I was in the car, headed to the grocery store. I made the video, guys, and then when I got ready to upload it, I noticed there was no sound. I have no clue what happened, but I said, you know what? Before you leave this office on this evening, you're going to make a video. You're going to make a video and give yourself grace. It is okay, because the main thing, the main goal is that you're showing up. So here I am. I am showing up. Guys, I want to just say hello to you all, and I want my presence, and I want you all to see that in showing up, that I'm being intentional, even when it's hard, when it's a challenge. I've said this before. For some reason, I can't figure it out totally, but sitting back in the office in this way, I just don't flow. But I've been told that, and I believe that, when you're being uncomfortable, that is an indication that you're growing. And so I'm showing up right now uncomfortable, a little bit perturbed, because I made a video earlier that really flowed, but for whatever reason, my sound, it just wasn't working. And so before I can leave this office, I'm hitting record to say hello to you all and relay the message that you must give yourself grace. Give yourself for some credit for being intentional and showing up. And then also make sure that as you show up, you're not deviating from what you wrote down the day before, because I've said this before, that it's really important that we not just live a life willy-nilly, that we not just let the wind toss us to and fro with no plans, with no vision. We must be very intentional in taking steps each and every day towards our goals, and we have to incorporate that in our day-to-day lives, in order to live life. You have your monotonous activities, the things that you don't want to do, the things that bore you, the things that you just don't feel like showing up for. You have to get that done, but somehow you have to figure out how to also make headway towards your dreams and your goals and the things that you want to get accomplished. Guys, I have so many things that I want to get accomplished before I leave this earth. If the Lord says the same, if He will give me grace and redeem me from all that lost time. But when I tell you, there are at least a couple of things that I want to see come into fruition, I'm going to work on it, and I'm not going to stop. And when I have a hiccup, or when I have an obstacle that comes across my path, or when my video doesn't work, or whatever the case may be, I'm not going to let it stop me. Because when I lay my head down at the end of the day, I want to be able to lay my head down peacefully and be able to know that I did everything that I could to accomplish something in my day outside of the 9 to 5, outside of the day-to-day duties and maintaining my household. Each and every day, I want to say that I worked on something that is going to propel me forward in my dreams and my aspirations. So if nothing else, when you see me on YouTube, even if I'm babbling about something and you're like, what is she talking about? You're going to be able to say, she showed up. She showed up. And the audience that will find me down the line, you're going to see all these videos and you're going to say, when you go back to the beginning of my videos, you're going to say, I see her growing. I see her evolving. I see the edits in her videos. She didn't have that at the beginning, but she has it now. And it's going to push you to not stop, to keep going. So in your movement, in your progression, on your journey, I'm encouraging you to give yourself grace. Don't worry about perfection. Don't worry about what other people are doing or what they're not doing. You continue to believe and trust that God put something in you. And the only thing you can do is to just continue to show up and trust and believe that. And as you show up, all those little nicks and kinks and things like that, you're going to see less of it. And you're going to look back one day and you're going to say, you know what? I did it. I persevered. I did not just tuck my tail between my legs and run away like a coward. I showed up. I did not just show my face when everything was perfect, when everything was going smoothly. I showed up. And so I'm showing up for you today, extending grace to you, telling you to give yourself grace because God is giving you grace. Trust that as you move forward in the things that you wrote down, the plans and the dreams and all of that, being intentional, not living your life anymore willy-nilly, just going to and fro and, just doing things, like nonchalantly, but you're being intentional and you're showing up each day. I promise you it's going to pay off. It may not feel like it's now, but it's going to pay off and God is seeing your obedience. All right? All righty, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and end my video. I hope you got something out of it. If nothing else, I hope that you see that Carlotta is showing up each and every day. And I'm trusting and believing that one day my audience is going to find me. And when my audience finds me, and I mean the rest of my audience, because I thank you guys for showing up with me and watching my videos. But you're going to see the progression and you're going to be proud of yourself as you do the same. All righty, guys, I'm going to go ahead and go cook me some dinner and stay encouraged. Stay encouraged. Always know that God is real. He loves you. He's rooting for each and every last one of us to win. Don't you give up. Don't you give up. You continue to show up for yourself, okay? Continue to show up for yourself. All righty. Have peace and see you later. Bye, guys. Be blessed.